Hey, it's Tom from TomsToons, and the time has finally come. It is the middle of January 2024. You've seen us use these railings for the last year or so. They were prototypes, and now on PontoonStuff.com, you can finally go and shop for railing kits. This boat happens to have the beige railings, but this is what you're gonna see in the new railing kits. You're gonna see the wide radius corners for the front. This happens to have a couple co-captain's chairs in the front, but there are bench seats that incorporate in here as well. You'll have this same type of modern style, full paneling all the way to the top, 26 inches tall. It's safe, it's modern, it's super sharp looking. This is beige. There is navy and black available too. And the cool part is it's gonna come in a complete kit. So you're gonna be able to go on the Deck Designer, and currently the Deck Designer doesn't have these exact railing features and sizes to work in, but I'm gonna show you right now how I would go about trying to plan out, based on my deck length and width, which railing kit is gonna work best for my boat and the layout that I'm after. So if you have comments or questions, please put them below because somebody else might have them, and I'll do my best to respond. Remember, even on the railing kits, you can use TomsToons at checkout as a discount code to save 5%. These aren't cheap, a couple $1,000s for most size boats, but they're well worth it in terms of bringing your boat back to modern times and new life. So use TomsToons at checkout, gives you a savings, and it helps our channel with a little kickback. But right now we're gonna dive into using the Deck Designer to use the new railing kits on your boat. When we're ready to design that railing layout with our seating, we're going to go to pontoonstuff.com, and before I even click into the railing packages, I'm going to click on the Deck Designer. We're going to start designing. Here we have the option to select the length of the deck and the width of the deck of our boat. We're going to keep it simple and keep it at 20 feet, but you could extend it however long, even in inches, however long your boat is. We're going to stick with the standard 8-foot boat. That's the most typical, especially on an older boat. And then our front corner radius of the railings is referring to this front piece here. On an 8-foot wide boat, on any of these kits, it is going to be a 30-inch radius. That gives us everything we need to get set up on the deck. Our fence is going to be fence length inside the rail. We have fence width inside the rail. This one I'm going to go ahead always and take it to 3 inches under what the actual deck is. That means I'm going to be left about 1.5 inches on each side outside of the railings. That is pretty typical. Front deck we can adjust once we decide on what railing kit we want. So let's go back to pontoonstuff.com, the shopping page, and click on Shop Pontoon Railing. Here we'll select if we want an 8-foot wide fully fenced in with that sun deck kit, or a stern entry on that 8-foot. Let's select stern entry. That's going to take us to color selection, the cushion selection, so which color you would like for that back sun deck cushion. All of the railings are going to be an anodized silver. The color is referring to the panel color. We then have our length to choose from. So for a 20-foot deck, we either have 17 foot or 18 foot of total length. That's something important to keep in mind depending on what layout you want. I can move my front deck, I can make it bigger or smaller by moving this entire 18-foot kit. Right here, fence length inside rail, I could shrink that down as close as I can to 17 foot. And I can move that around as well. Maybe I want a fishing style boat with a large front deck. I might go with the 17-foot kit instead of the 18. If I want to maximize space for seating, we'll go to the 18-foot and we can adjust from there. From here, I'm going to look at where those panels line up and where the doors line up by looking here. We have a corner piece. We have a couple straight panels that are 30 inches, a 24-inch panel, a 20-inch panel, and then a 55-inch panel. Keeping those things in mind, I can start dragging in my furniture, and I can always move the doors or eliminate doors if I need to. Meaning if I want to put my console on the starboard side, which is pretty typical on newer boats, I can lay it in here
And we could omit that starboard door because we're still going to have a starboard door in the back. We're going to have a port door and a front door. You're in the driver's seat here. You get to decide exactly what details go where and how to size everything up to make this boat the boat of your dreams. Keep in mind when you're designing this that the sun deck is going to take up about 26 inches in the back. I could drag a cushion in there just to mock it up. Anything you do right now, we're recording this January 23rd, 2024. Anything you do right now is going to be relative to within a few inches. So not necessarily exact yet, but they will continue to make improvements to the deck designer to incorporate the new railings over time. But this is going to give me plenty to get started on drawing up what I want my boat to look like in terms of where the cushions are going or seats are going, where the railings sit, and what options I can add.
Keep in mind, this is a year 2000 boat. So we can make something that's older, pontoons, we can redo with that new railing kit and make it look just like the brand new boats that you're shopping for at the local dealers. And then pair it up with brand new furniture. This happens to be the luxury. Now you've got something that's not only brand new looking, but brand new and super classy looking. Thanks for watching.
Do you know about cavitation yet?
No, but I'm trying to learn. I know everything there is to know about cavitation. Well, then teach me.
Those are their voices.
Rawr.